If you depressed, put your goals first. Never hoes first. Shout out All Star JR, man. That's he dropped a song, man, called "Do Your Homework," and he said that in the hook. Man, it's kind of funny, but it's true, man. You know, it's a hard reality for a lot of us to kind of understand, but it's something that a lot of us struggle with, and it's pretty much prioritizing, you know, pleasure or just relationships in general over our personal goals. You know, and all of this, we chase all of these things, you know, this pleasure, these relationships, at the expense of our own ambitions, which can leave us feeling stuck, you know, unfulfilled, and even depressed. You know, if you ever found yourself sacrificing your dreams to make somebody else happy, or just chasing after pleasure, temporary pleasure at that, then this is the video for you. You know, pretty much just talking about how and why you should put your goals first, you know, and why that's not only okay, but it's essential for your growth and development. You know, let's start by acknowledging the pressure society puts on us to prioritize relationships. You know, everywhere you look, from movies, social media, even like your friends and family, it's all about finding the one. But here's the catch. You know, this narrative often makes us feel like that we incomplete unless we in a relationship. And this mindset, it leads many people, man, to neglect their personal goals, thinking that if I can just find somebody to love me, I'll be happy. Or, you know, if I can just, you know, just chasing after pleasure, man, let me go have sex with a whole different bunch of women, or let me go have sex with a bunch of different men, and it'll make me feel satisfied, you know, it'll make me feel complete and full. But the harsh reality is that happiness don't work like that. You know, relying on another person or activities to fill that void, man, all you doing, man, that's a recipe for disaster right there. I'm gonna just be honest with you. Now think about it. If your entire identity revolves around somebody else, what happens when they leave? What happens when you can't fulfill that pleasure? You're left with nothing. No sense of purpose, no personal achievements, and often a whole bunch of regrets because you going around, you know, having sex with a bunch of different women or a bunch of different men. You know, you can catch diseases or get people pregnant or get pregnant yourself, and now you sitting there looking stupid. You know, here go the harsh reality. When you chase relationships over your goals, it can lead to depression. And why? Because you're constantly seeking validation from somebody else instead of building your own self-worth. You constantly going out looking to fulfill this temporary pleasure instead of holding in on your energy and using that same energy in order to help develop yourself, grow, and become a better version of yourself. When you abandon your passions or stop pursuing what excites you, you lose touch with who you are. You wake up one day realizing you put all your energy into somebody else's happiness while your own dreams collected dust. And when a relationship don't work out, which 9 times out of 10 it won't, or even if it does, let's say, you're left with a nagging sense of what if? What if you had chased that career? What if you had started that business? What if you had pursued your passion? What if you went after what you wanted? And you know, that regret can weigh heavily on your mental health. Depression often stems from a lack of purpose, and nothing robs you of purpose faster than abandoning your goals for the wrong reasons. Now let me say something important. Prioritizing your goals doesn't make you selfish. All it does is make you self-aware. When you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, you naturally attract healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Why? Because you're operating from a place of abundance, not neediness. You know, you're not looking for somebody to complete you. You're looking for somebody to compliment you. And also because you attract what you are. So if you're somebody in a place of feeling like you need somebody, 9 times out of 10, you're going to attract somebody that feels like they need you too. And that's just a recipe for disaster as well. Because y'all both are going to live and die on each other's behavior. If you're happy, she's happy. If you're sad, she's sad. If she does something you don't like, she's going to be mad. If you do something that she doesn't like, she's going to be mad. And then there's going to be a whole bunch of fights, all because you guys are seeking validation from each other. But here's the best part. When you're actively pursuing your goals, you'll meet people who share your values, your drive, and your vision for the future. Those are the type of relationships that thrive, not the ones built on desperation or fear of being alone. Now let's talk about how to actually shift your focus back onto your goals. Step 1. Revisit your why. What is your big dream? What fires you up? Write it down and remind yourself constantly why you started. Get you a journal and then write down your goals. And read these goals every single night, every single day, as much as you can. Of course, you don't need to be reading it 24/7, but at least once a day to kind of always constantly remind yourself and to keep that fire up under your ass to pretty much, remind yourself, hey, this is why we're doing this. And this is why we need to stay focused. Number 2, set boundaries. Stop giving all your time and energy to relationships, females, men, that drain you. It's okay to say no and protect your time for what matters. They can wait. Your goals got to come first. Because at the end of the day, they not paying your bills. You are. Number 3, build a routine. Dedicate specific time each day or week to work on your goals. Remember, consistency is key. Number 4, surround yourself with goal-driven people. Again, you are your environment. So you pretty much become the people that you're around. So your environment really does matter. Connect with people who inspire you and hold you accountable. If your goal is to become an entrepreneur and become rich and famous or whatever, or become a millionaire or just become wealthy in general, you don't need to be hanging around people that have horrible money habits, that have horrible budgeting skills and just money management habits in general. That's literally the opposite of your goals. Number 5, celebrate your wins. Every step you take towards your goals or your dreams is worth celebrating. This keeps you motivated and focused. We are human, so we need some type of reward or some type of man, you need some type of reward to kind of keep you going, because you can't just be 24/7, 100% serious. That's fake. That's not real. That's not how life is. And always remember, it's not about cutting relationships out of your life entirely. It's about balancing them with your goals. The right people will understand and support your journey. So if you got friends, family that's going against you, maybe, taking time away from always hanging out with them or talking to them because you're more so focused on your goals, they don't really care about you. Because if they did, they would support you 100% and say, hey, we understand what's going on. We know you need to lock in and stay focused on your goals and your dreams. We still gonna be here when you get to the top. Or guess what? That should actually inspire them as well to say, hey, we need to lock in too. We all finna lock in. See y'all in 6 months. Type shit like that. If there's one thing I want y'all to take away from this video, is this: you are the most important project that you'll ever work on in your life. Chasing relationships and just temporary pleasure in general at the expense of your goals, it might feel fulfilling and good in the short term, but in the long run, all it's going to do is leave you feeling empty. Instead, build a life that you're proud of. Build a life that you actually can look back on and say, man, I did that shit. I worked hard, man. I sacrificed, but I worked hard. It was worth it. And I promise you, the right relationship will naturally follow. It's naturally going to come. I swear. Man, that's all I got for y'all today. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all taking care of yourself. I love y'all. Remember, man, you need to always wake up trying to become the best version of yourself. So that should be your number one goal, man. Don't put these females first. Don't put these men first. Put your goals first. Because all it's going to do is leave you depressed. Have a nice one, y'all. Peace out.